Oh crap, I'm not even tagged in.
All right.
What a good way to introduce ourselves to the new revamp of the Loophole Podcast. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the new episode of the Loophole Podcast. I'm your host, Loopie. Alongside me is social media manager Crypt3DX, and our special guest for today's podcast, McAuley Tucker. Say hello, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm
Was it that way?
doing good.
Is that way?
Yeah,
It's that way. I was pointing towards that side. Anyways,
I'm right here. You are right here.
we should just
He is right
have a conga line.
Loopy's right here, according to me.
Oh,
Loopy's down here and Tucker's right there.
Oh, maybe because I don't have it full screen. There we go.
how does that work? Oh.
You're at top. I'm at the bottom.
Well, I don't have it full screen for a reason because it wouldn't fit on screen. Hello.
Hey.
So, McAuley Tucker. No offense, okay? All right, but I do say this to a lot of guests. A lot of the people that watch me do not know who you are. This is your
Yeah.
time to introduce yourself. Let us know what you do and why we're here right now.
Yeah. So my name's McAuley Tucker. I'll be turning 17 next month, and I am a content creator. With that comes a lot of things: podcast, YouTube, music. I enjoy writing, but I don't have the time or the passion to write, but I enjoy it. And I also draw sometimes. Those are kind of the things that I do.
Oh. That is good news for social media manager Crypt right here, because she also draws too.
Yeah, I've been
Be
drawing
drawing
since I was young. I would draw on pieces of paper and come up with characters.
I've been drawing since I was in the fetus. I got birthed with a pencil and paper
yes.
in my hand.
You gotta love when that happens. It's very rare, but sometimes you get some sort of pen in there. I prefer
How I got up there.
Dang.
Yes.
I was given a microphone when I was birthed.
Oh, let's go. Yo, that's like getting a rare Pokemon card. You don't know. You could get it.
A rare Pokemon card.
But yeah,
Yes.
Well,
welcome to the podcast.
I could tell Tucker. I could tell Tucker was given that hat at birth. Oh.
Yeah, I love caps. My dad would wear a cap a lot when I was younger, and so I'm I kind of like the look, just kind of caps and bow ties in general and sweaters, just kind of a combination of all those.
I don't know. It just seems like you fit the vibe of that anyway.
Yeah.
Even if you weren't wearing something like that, I would have been yeah, you.
Yeah. I want to get into turtlenecks. I think that sounds kind of weird, but it's kind of like a turtleneck.
Oh,
Turtleneck caps.
You'd rock a turtleneck.
I know.
I think I have
You
one.
should get one. You have one?
I think I'd have to look fucking deep, but yeah,
I wear hats so much. People are like, "What? Wow! You look so weird with your hat off." But sometimes I do wear. My hair grows like a cheetah pet though, so it's
I don't wear hats.
I just got a haircut though, so it's really.
Ew.
Okay. Nice haircut.
Yeah.
I've been growing my hair since August. Since we're on the topic of hats, all right. McAuley Tucker, would you like to take a guess on where you can find one of the best hats on the market?
You mean best in fashionable or best as in most expensive?
Best as in most fashionable.
I mean, it's not.
Bless you.
I was coughing.
Yes, but still. Many blessings. I'm not really sure. I don't really keep up with all the fashion stuff. I know a lot of people do, my sister and her friends. I have no idea. Let's just say some random hat store. I heard a place called Banana Republic. I just heard about that.
Okay, well, let me interject right here and answer that question.
Is that what it's called?
You.
I don't think that's what it's called. I don't know.
McAuley Tucker, I do not mean to use you as any sort of self-advertisement.
I'm gonna check.
But
Did I say that right? Banana Republic?
Hold
up.
I have no idea. But
It is a place. Good.
okay,
Yeah, it is
okay.
that place.
It's a real place.
It is.
I don't mean to
Just
use
making
you as advertisement, Mr. McAuley Tucker, but sponsor of the Loophole Podcast right now. In the building. Centers around mental health awareness and positivity.
I'm gonna go grab my hat. I want to wear my hat.
I've always wondered what does your phrase mean? What's it? What is it? What is it? Is it English? Is it?
I have no. I cannot explain to you what it means, but I can explain to you what it represents, and it represents like a release of anger and negative energy, and it's converted into a happier and loving vibe. I cannot find my NI hat, so all I can use for reference is my shirt.
Awesome.
This was the first like article of clothing that I bought from my own store, and I got this sweater.
Yeah. I noticed a few seconds ago, Loopy, your bird was on your desk, and you just casually are moving it. But what's funny was you could only see the head, so it was just like a little head just kind of floating at the bottom of your desk.
I didn't even know you could see that. No, it's because I hold on to my bird sometimes.
I know, but I couldn't see the feet, so it just looks like a head. It's just like a. It looks so weird.
So,
yeah.
McAuley Tucker, we brought you on here, okay? I thought
Almost boxed myself.
I thought you would be a wonderful guest for this podcast for a particular reason.
Mm-hmm.
That being that you yourself own a podcast, and since we are a podcast, I thought we should have a talk between podcast hosts.
Yeah.
Sort of like a sort of like a teacher to teacher conference.
Yeah.
Come back, Crypt.
We are young people.
You're part of the podcast. Come on.
We are farmers. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, I know that. That's a commercial that plays quite often here in Canada.
It does not play at all in the Great Britannia.
I don't even know what y'all are talking about in French land.
We are farmers. Bum 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 bum.
You know, it's like the commercial. You don't know? Sad.
We have heavily sidetracked, y'all. I'm just saying.
We went from podcast to we are farmers. Bum 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 bum.
Right. So, Cully Tucker, we just want to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
About how you have things functioning on your show.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, it's when I started, it wasn't a lot of work. It was basically for a school assignment. We had to interview somebody. It could be either through a text or it could be through video. And I decided, hey, perfect timing. I wanted to start a podcast. And so, at the time I was in a lot of online chat room, communities. People would just kind of talk about their favorite content creators. And, when I first got on the internet and kind of made my own, profiles, I joined Discord and I was part of the Mr. Beast communities. There was a lot of servers, and the one that was most popular was Chris the Meme God server. And on there, I had the pleasure of meeting one of Mr. Beast's editors, which I then asked, hey, do you want to come on my show? And in that, to answer your question, I had to do a lot of research, and I could have done more, but, kind of just writing questions down on a Google document. Before, I would just have my phone out, and I'd kind of have it like awkwardly right here, and I'd read it. And over time, with more interviews, I would dive deeper and deeper. And I took a break, and I didn't do that anymore. And so I'm kind of bringing it back after my little break. Yes. Next interview, though, is going to be crazy. I did so much unnecessary research for somebody that I don't know that well. Like, they're here in my city. She does music. So it's I can't describe to you how much research I did and what unnecessary stuff I found. Like, not bad, but just really weird. Like, wow, why do you know that?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm being texted right now.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
Stuff. You can ask you can ask Tucker any questions. We'll be right back.
Okay. So, Tucker, how long has your podcast been going on then? Because I know you from Loopie, obviously. I've heard about you. You've been on the tic-tac-toe tournament, and I briefly met you before in a VC. I popped in, I said hi, and you were like, "Yep, I gotta go." So
Yeah. So let me see. My first interview I actually released a year ago, and let me see the day. Oh, here it is. July 24th, 2020. So it was coming to the summer. It was really close to summer 2020, and that's when I started to record. And I did that. I had how many episodes? I had a handful of episodes, and I took my break after I had interviewed the internet, meme celebrity, Big Man Tyrone. You may know him as the guy every 60 seconds in Africa a minute passes meme. Yeah. I took a break after that. That was 9 months ago. I took a break, and I brought it back a few months later. Yeah.
Well, that's so cool how you can get so many different guests on your podcast. Yeah. And you have a massive variety of people coming in and joining in. It's amazing.
It is.
Well, what did I miss?
Oh, we were just talking about when I started the podcast, time-wise, and I was just looking into that.
Cool.
This guy's so cool. This guy's cool.
Yeah, he is really cool. Before I ask more questions, I actually wanted to go into exactly how me and McAuley Tucker actually cross paths.
Okay.
Because we have kind of a bit of history. It was, to be honest, it was kind of unexpected because I didn't really see everything long term.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So I joined the Leviathan Discord server.
Yeah.
Where I realized, who, did the whole chug jug with you thing. And I actually wanted to interview Leviathan. I sent Leviathan an email to which he actually responded, yes, that he's interested. But he ghosted me, so the such is life. It's all good. There was a contest they had going on. It was the Leviathan Chug Jug With You challenge. It was where you had to use a certain Snapchat filter that was made for him by somebody else, and you had to do a Snapchat video with the filter with the song playing. Come up with literally anything. And I entered, and then I just left it at that. It was actually done right before a podcast episode, funnily enough. And I looked at other entries, and they didn't seem to be doing the same thing at all as what I was doing. That frustrated Mr. Leviathan. So what happened was I ended up actually winning the contest, and the reward was he wanted to do a custom song for me, to which I declined, and he sent me $20 through PayPal. And I thought, that would be it. And then, I guess I spoke to McAuley, just randomly. I guess it had something to do with an inquiry on the server, and he helped me out, whatever. And then he I guess learned that I was a rapper on YouTube, and then we worked on a song, and that turned out to be Waka Waka, which funnily enough features Leviathan, Young Hootless, and Tommy Black, which that was a lot of fun.
Love that song, man.
But yeah, the rest is
that was a year, that was last year, but that was at the beginning of the year. Just kind of wow.
Yeah. That was around March 2021.
Yeah.
It was, all of it was a lot of fun, honestly.
It was.
Of course, we had to keep in touch because I felt like we had the same sort of love for content creation and music in general. So
yeah.
We definitely kept in touch.
Right.
I believe you have a musical project coming out.
Yeah, Finkel Street. 20 songs, 35 or 36 collaborators. And by that, I mean 36 people that I know helped out in big and small ways. And by that could mean either rapping, singing, producing, or just like saying some like speaking on a song. And I would chop up what they said and put it throughout. And yeah, that album was about a year and a half's worth of songs. So 2021 was, just kind of like I was sitting here at my computer after school. I'm like, I want to put a song together. So, bing, bang, boom, connect the dots. And it all worked out. There was a lot of songs on that album that were really rushed that I finished. Finished just in December. Like, wow. Like, yeah, it's super exciting.
Nice. Has like all the people has all the collaborators like been like revealed?
I've tried to at all of them in my Instagram story. It's not really a secret. I don't know why, but I just didn't want to keep it a secret who I worked with and who I didn't work with.
Oh, so
yeah,
so it's out there. We can
Yeah, you guys can ask about it.
we can break the news.
Yeah. So like the first song is called Welcome to Finkel Street, and that one that was like, what's funny is looking back, that song I had created like way before I had the idea of making an album. And I had my buddy Ethan Funk. I came across him on a Twitch stream out of the blue, was looking up music. Guy with zero like people viewing, just sit there, watch his stuff. Like, this is gonna reach out to him. So got Ethan Funk to help out with that. My buddy Zach Hollow, who is a long distance friend in North Carolina. He's the brother of Chandler Hollow, who you guys might recognize. Yeah, he did the piano, and there's a lot. I'm not going to name all of them, but I feel like some of the big ones. There's a guy by the name of Punchline, and you guys might recognize him. You guys know Moist Critical, the guy, YouTuber Moist Critical. Yep. There was this thing going on where there was variants of Moist Critical, and people were like dressing up and pretending to be him. And it all started with a Puerto Rican Moist Critical, which you guys might recognize from the picture if I have it. He does rap. Yeah, he did rap.
I think you like mentioned this before on IG Live.
Yeah, he Moist Critical, the Puerto Rican guy. I looked into his stuff, and he did rap. And I reached out to him and said, "Hey, do you want to do a rap song?" And he's like, "Sure." So I feel like out of all the people on that album, that's like the biggest for me, at least, because like he was he helped grow this whole trend that happened on YouTube.
Going back on the whole podcast thing, let's talk about the people that you've interviewed. How has just interviewing people in general, in terms of like finding the right person to add to your show, asking the right questions, doing like the best amount of research, and it not like it's like less of like landing this interview, but more of like, really connecting with the person that you're having on. How has that worked for you?
Well, with the Bailey interview, when I started out with interviewing Mr. Beast's editor, one of his editors, I didn't really do a lot of research. I did a few things, but I just like put together some just basic questions. And after that interview, I can't remember the timeline. I ended up privating a few videos because they weren't really important anymore. Like either the guy left or left something that he was working on or something like that. But over time with the interviews, I was like improving and getting better. Like, we all get better. We start getting better when we practice and learn. And so my parents would, give me some advice, and, I would just kind of wing it, come up with some questions. And I feel like right now, like the podcast with being revamped, I've found myself at a better stage that I am at now than I was before. So everything else like was mediocre. Like it could be way better. Like, but it was like doing those interviews, like some of them were like, oh, this is crazy. Like I'm sitting here in a call with like voiceover Pete. And, I'm sitting here in a call with Big Man Tyrone, or sitting in a call here with like it's like, what the heck? Like, guys, like, yeah, I'm like, goodness, like just taking it all in, and you're like, crap, like this is crazy. And I wanted to I came up with the idea of getting people to send in listener questions because I'm like, I want people to experience this with me. Like, this is something that I want everybody to experience, not just me. And so that's kind of where I came up with the idea of getting people to send in questions beforehand. I'm like, I want everybody to feel I want this to be something that I don't experience. And I want people to get involved, go out and reach people. Hey, do you want to talk to voiceover people? Here's the opportunity. Send in a question, if it's good, I can ask it.
Voiceover Pete.
That's incredible.
Voiceover Pete got into some shit lately, didn't he?
Oh yeah. I'm not sure lately, but it was. I think I know what you're talking about. It was some stuff that happened a while ago on YouTube, and I saw it. Yeah.
We're gonna leave it at that. I don't think this is the.
Do I need to update myself on that or something?
Yeah, no, it's
we can talk about it another time, but I think Voiceover Pete got into some. Shit.
We didn't talk about that, and we ended up not talking about that. But like we talked about, just talked about how he got into where he got now, and it was a very wholesome conversation. We chatted before and after, and it was just like, I introduced myself, and I love just kind of like talking with you.
He seemed like a nice guy as well. He commented on one of my videos as well, but like, I sort of like. When things like that happen, I know there's like a whole thing of like innocent until proven guilty. However, proven guilty like from the jump. So
it's crazy. Yeah, he's really it's really sad that all happened.
Man, same thing happened for EDP 445. Like
I never even heard of him before. To be honest, I mean I know the memes, but.
Like he was such a cool guy, and then he just decided to be who he is, and oh gosh, he threw his whole life away. So yep, yes, babe. I know you looked it up. That's what
looked
happened.
What up?
You probably looked something up about Voiceover Pete.
I'm so fucking happy right now. I could cry. Okay, continue. Off topic.
Okay. Oh, we got a comment from Diver Scott. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Hello, welcome to the stream, by the way. What do you guys find to be the biggest challenges in networking with others in the industry? I'll let our special guest respond.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. Formulating a good email and formulating a good question. It's difficult. I think the best advice I can give is just don't be afraid to email your people who you appreciate. Even if it's just like a thank you for doing that. You might sound kind of weird, like I'm not used to typing thank you letters. Like if you want to communicate to somebody, send a thank you. If you want to, or even ask them to do something with you, and have a good reason to work with them. Like I've learned that people won't want to work with you for like some random thing, like, yo, do you want to like what do I think, like, do the voiceover for my school project? Like, it's just like maybe not,
like, unless
today.
money is involved. That I don't think a lot of people are gonna but with writing an email, like the only
Grammarly can help. Sorry.
Yes, it can.
Goodness. I don't need no Grammarly. I really don't. I'm able to formulate these emails, and honestly, the only way, and I guess I can agree with Tucker about this, is that like I really would work with people in which I really like appreciate like what they have going on, which is why when we're looking for a guest on the podcast, we're not like just adding random people. I'd say like a lot of people, well, not should be lucky or should be blessed, because it's never about luck, but they've earned their spot on here, you included because you're here, duh. But it's always something sentimental, and the only time I was able to work with people, especially that I dreamed of working with, was by really showing like my appreciation towards like what they have going on, and like what like how it affected me as well. I've reached out to a few people, like, over the last couple of days about, potential interviews on this podcast. We have yet to have any response, but the best part about this is that, these are not the only people that you can email. There's a lot of people who may be interested in, like, just finding the right people, and especially making it make sense as well is something wonderful.
Right.
So that was a really good question, Scott. Thank you for that one. So, okay, do you do any podcast episodes where you just like talk by yourself, or is it just mainly interviews?
Well, like, you mean like where I talk about myself on the podcast? Like, I've never been like on a podcast before aside from like my own, and usually what I've kind of made a habit is, since I'm really excited to talk to this person, I usually just, introduce myself very quickly. Sometimes it's a few minutes, but just to kind of like introduce myself so they know who I am before I start asking about them. And so it's just like, this is my story, and it's kind of like a private thing, I guess. Like, it's like something that I privately share with the guest. We're here, me and you, private, here we go. So that's kind of like what I've done, explaining my story, who I am, this and that, all this little private mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
And just things like that, what I enjoy, this podcast, why, what my purpose is, and things like that. And then we go straight into it.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's rain. I got terrified by the rain.
Wait. Social media manager Crypt3DX. Is there anything that you want to say about the whole thing? I'm sorry. I probably cut you off. I'm sorry.
You're kind of like, yeah. Tucker, answer this question. I'll answer this question. Screw Crypt.
No, I'm sorry. I honestly didn't mean it. We sort of like have like a very fast pace when it comes to like podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I may not be in the same industry as you guys. Like, I don't do music. I don't do podcasts. I just do silly shit on the internet.
Right.
But hold on. Communicating is like really, really, really important, and it's always a difficulty because you've got people who are genuinely interested in something, and they'll be like, "Yeah, let's do this," and then you have somebody who's like, "Yeah, I'll text you later," and they don't.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You got interest levels, and then you also have time zones, which is also quite a difficulty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's difficult.
Time zones are the worst. I don't understand why they exist.
There's about like 3 time zones in which like it functions well, with maybe 4. Either my time zone, the EST time zone, whatever Chris's time zone is, and either an hour, like I guess the UK time zone, like
UK time's crazy.
Yeah, I cannot work with anybody who are hours ahead of me. Like, there's people from Asia, or there's people from
Australia is a big one too.
Yeah. Like, they're like 6 hours ahead. Like, I actually want to interview an artist who's from the Philippines, but I'm not even sure how to make this
Philippines.
work. Yeah, how to make this work, because currently it's 9 p.m., right? We start the podcast 8:30 p.m. my time. That would be 4 a.m. for them.
Hokey. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. What if you woke up? Like, what if you woke up early in the morning to record a podcast? Like, that's
dedication.
Crazy stuff.
Well, I mean, I've had to wake up early.
Yeah, I was considering doing that. Yeah.
I've had to wake up early in the morning to start recording reactions, or to start long live streams, like the 36 hours ones or the 24-hour ones.
Mm-hmm.
But
I remember those. Yeah, you did those like
months ago.
Yeah.
I might do a 48-hour stream for 20K just for the hell of it, honestly.
I'm gonna hate that so much.
I did warn you about this, by the way, months ago.
You did warn me about this months ago.
Yes. Now that you know how busy I am all the time, you might not like this. You just better hope I skip straight to 100K and then we'll end there. Like, 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 look, 20K means something to me. That means like,
Mhm.
we got there pretty quick and we're only 20% of the way through to my dream goal. And I
Speaking of, in the time that we have been talking, or in the time I have had this tab up, you have gained 100. So
I gained 100
Huh?
subscribers.
yeah,
Oh well, that was
and here it says 19.2, and when I reloaded your channel, it says 19.3.
Oh, that's
no,
very awesome.
no, it's the
Oh, it's like a few, but still.
it's because
Don't
YouTube
crush my dreams.
it's because YouTube rounds up like everything. Currently, I have 19,360 subscribers.
Oh God.
Yeah, and it's going up honestly. But um,
Pop off.
Tucker, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Completely unrelated to like podcasts, but how would you feel about reactions in general?
Yeah. I have no problem with reactions. I love to do it. I've just never considered. I haven't considered going out of my way to do it. Like, in my opinion, I feel like I would give some good feedback listening to something. Like, I love music. I love music. I love
Yeah.
music that's big, music that's small, and I lean more to smaller music and older music. Both of those, not the both smaller and older music, but just like I love sitting and analyzing the music, pointing out the cool stuff that I love and the stuff that I don't love. Like, to answer your question, I've considered it, but it's just something that I don't think people would wait to see me do that. I know a lot of people find me funny and interesting, like, oh cool, hear that,
Yeah.
hear this, but like it's just something that I'm like, it's something that I've just like nobody. I don't think anybody's.
I would say it's some sort of sacrifice, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
because reactions, like the reactor community is a very, very moving industry.
Mm-hmm.
When you react to a song that you wouldn't normally listen to, that's, from all over the world, um, you're going to be confronted to people who may not want to check the other side of, what you do. And it's not like, like in a mean manner, right? Because,
Yeah.
every subscriber subscribes for one specific reason. And I think that's cool because, they check back every so often to see, whatever, they like and everything. Um, and some of them actually give you the respect of like, yeah, you do that. That's really cool. I'm proud of you for that. But I'm more lenient towards, this kind of content, and that's okay. But
Right.
when it comes to reactions, that's going to sort of like surpass absolutely everything you do.
Yeah.
Unless you're a platinum recording artist, that,
Mm-hmm.
or or a, a, a top 100 charting podcast,
Yeah.
reactions are sort of going to surpass absolutely everything you do, but that's just a
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice to take as long as you're able to balance everything.
Yeah.
But I was just saying that because I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
being heavily involved with music, I feel like artists should also like start listening to other people's music and giving feedback,
Yeah.
especially when it comes
I've
from
considered
like,
it before.
especially when it
Yeah.
comes from like all over the world as well. Like
Yeah.
you'd be surprised by the music that that people ask you to listen to.
Yeah.
Like,
For me, it's more like of a copyright strike. I mean, I worry about the weirdest things, like just the smallest little things.
yeah.
And I'm like, copyright strikes is one of them. I talked with you about that, but I'm like, and also like I would love to sit and record myself reacting, but it isn't something that I personally get a lot of crazy epic joy. Like, oh yeah, let's go, just record a reaction. Oh my gosh, I'm so, oh yeah, people are gonna like. I'm like, it's just like, yeah, just recording a reaction. Like, it's just it's fun. It's not something that I have a smile on my face when I'm exporting and releasing. Like, it's just like
to me,
it's just
it's less about like, like I'll be honest, when I'm recording reactions, it's not like I'm not really that enthused to record reactions. The only thing that enthuses me to, or like that makes me happy when I'm recording, is the music that I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And my mood when I wake up is, balanced. It's not, I don't have a negative outlook on the day.
Right.
Like, it's a very balanced mood. And when I'm, getting in front of the camera, getting ready to record a reaction, I'm just like, okay, this is another day. We're gonna listen to some music that the community has given. We're gonna see if it's good. It's never that like I expect, like anything, or I expect, people to watch. Like there are videos that I post on YouTube with like less than 100 views. So what? But it's more of like if the music that I listen to really makes my day a lot better and like gives me like a good start to the day. There's a piece of dust that's flying.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's gone now. Like if it gives me like a good start to the day, I'll be like, hey, like I'm enjoying myself, like I'm having a lot of fun. And sometimes I will be enthused to record, but that just depends on if like how quick my mood changes. But usually when I start recording, I'm like more of like just balanced, and then let the music sort of change the direction of everything.
Yeah.
Back to podcast. I'm trying to think of like a question to ask. If you have any questions to ask, social media manager Crib.
Well, first question, do you like my hat?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got a friend who wears a lot of hats like that. Her name's Ruthie, and she likes bucket hats.
I don't have my.
Is this my only? This is my only hat right now because I lost my beanie. Do you ever just have like an item?
Like
Hello.
one that I wear a lot.
What is this? Snack.
Like, I mean, I wear caps a lot, but aside from that, that's basically it.
My nan, ladies and gentlemen, she just gave me a snack.
Wonderful. All that's left is the Loophole Podcast being put on the big screen. I'm just
Yeah.
But if you WhatsApp my family right now, they probably would do it.
Yeah, I don't like checking my phone when I'm like recording.
Wait just a quick second. I have somebody who just came in. I gotta tell them to leave. Hold up. You go, please. All right, there we go. Okay, great. There we go. Awesome. But yeah, I mean, for things like that, I have like I wear just kind of like a cap. I wear hats. I also like wear my hats backwards sometimes. I carry my portable charger. It's like a charger, but it also plugs into the wall as well. So it's like a portable charger and also like outlet charger. So I kind of bring that everywhere I go. I literally like put it around my pants.
Wait, what?
Is it portable or is it outlet?
So it's both. It's like a block. So it's a block.
Oh, it's like one of those battery packs.
You flip little two things right into like the outlet. So it's like a portable brick. Flip, outlet.
Oh yeah, I have these outlets.
And what around my pants is I take like I take the cord and I put it through my belt loop, and I put the block in my back pants, so it's like going through and it's always charging.
Man, I don't. Yeah. I don't even know how we got to this topic.
Yeah.
No, my nan. I was talking about my hat, and then my nan walked in and gave me biscuits. And now
we're talking about chargers all of a sudden.
Yeah, this is my charger.
Loophole Podcast, everybody.
Look how flimsy the end is. Look at it.
Gosh, mine is.
Yo, that's a pretty epic charger.
If you own an iPhone or anything that connects with lightning, for some reason, there's always there's always a crack.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, it's like aging. When you age, you get wrinkles. But for chargers, you just get little cracks, and sooner or later, it just breaks.
It's just plastic cracks, and it's the same crack on every single cable.
Yeah.
Almost like Apple designed it to work that way. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, they want you to be angry.
Oh, of course.
It's like parking meters, like they're there to make you angry.
Oh,
definitely. Paying to set those up.
Yeah. They always break at the base of the housing or sleeve. Built-in product obsolescence. Yeah. And
Yeah.
The third.
I just told my family.
The third parties don't even make it any better. So no.
Yeah.
Just want to say real quick, I'm wearing this hat. It was given to me by the homie Mike JH. Shout out to him.
Luigi. Yes.
And I'm wearing this hat because my American friend Bev, I sent her one for her birthday. Not
Do
for her
guys
birthday.
wear bucket hats a lot? I was trying to figure that out. I know, like, NWA, they wore bucket hats. Like, they wore bucket hats, like black ones.
Oh.
This is the only bucket hat I have. So
Find a picture. Hold up.
Yeah, I think Ice Cube wore. No, Easy.
I flipped it and it landed.
They probably all did then.
Yeah, okay, let me find a picture. I would consider getting one, but I'm like, because I know a lot of, like, I talked with my dad about getting, like, a beret, but I hear, like, not a lot of guys wear them. They're just, like, the only girls. But I don't know.
Like, bro, not even French. I've never seen a single French person wearing a beret. Like, I don't see why that's a stereotype.
Yeah. My dad gave me a more descriptive answer, but I won't say it here because it can't be canceled. But yes, it was, he just said that, a lot of, it's not common for guys to wear them. They're usually older men who wear the berets.
I've still never seen a person wear a beret before.
Yeah.
Probably like the least sold thing on the market, to be honest.
Yeah. I like beanies as well. Beanies are cool.
Yeah, I ordered an NI beanie. Nobody asks, sorry.
No worries.
Sometimes I say a lot of things that nobody asks for, and I'm like, oh shit.
No worries.
So
You guys want one?
Ooh, those look pretty cool. Is that a biscuit? Or is that animal cracker? Like a broken in half animal cracker. Oh!
Belvita.
Beanie. Well, that looks pretty cool. Looks like cat food from up close.
Oh.
It's like chocolate chippies.
Oh, yummy. I'll consume it. Yes, very tasty.
Here you go.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Delicious.
Right through the wall, just tearing apart the whole thing.
To the time continuum.
You just load up a gun with these tiny little things.
Yo, that's a war weapon.
Just
You could like
slingshot.
You could like go through a Toys R Us and just start like hitting random like just people.
What Toys R Us?
I don't know, just a Toys R Us. It could be anyone.
Oh,
They do not exist.
No, they're coming back.
Hey, I forgot. Toys R Us aren't around anymore, but we in Canada still have.
No, but they're trying to come back, but apparently it's like difficult. So they're not like completely writing it off, but they were just like forced to. It's kind of sad.
We have like 2 or 3 here in Canada, maybe.
Well, get this. We had a Toys R Us here in my city. But of course, because that shut down, it's been replaced with an Aldi. But I don't know where, because they're saying that there's going to be a new one opening. But I'm eating the biscuits! I don't know where the new Toys R Us is going to
That's
be.
a meme potential. You could just like put together like a short little meme. And it's like where you're talking and then you just turn your head and just ear rate. It's like, I'm eating a biscuit. It's like just like a 4-second clip.
I'm drinking the Pepsi.
Yeah, you could like put anything there. You could like a whole meme template. It's like conversation and then just screaming and then back to conversation.
I'm pouring the Pepsi.
I'm pouring the Pepsi, Mom. Stop calling me downstairs to finish my homework, Mom. Something like that.
It's not trying to be a British accent.
What in the Gandalf Lord of the Rings accent was that?
No, I do. I practice voices. I can do a lot of them.
Yo, let's hear some voices, man.
Yo, I can do. You ever heard of the Christian TV show Veggie Tales? Bob and Larry the Cucumber. You know?
That show was butcher.
Yes.
Isn't a cucumber?
No, I can
like
do Larry
podcasts?
somewhat. It's weird because when I'm with people, I can't do it. It's like,
Do you watch VeggieTales?
I grew up watching it. It's good. I have like all the CDs downstairs. It's like, hi, I'm Larry the Cucumber. Like, hi, I'm Larry the Cucumber. Something like that.
You should become a voice actor. That was actually really good.
I do. I can do a low voice, but I'm not sure if Discord can get it. It's like,
oh yeah, oh my, oh baby,
like something like that. I can do a pretty high one. It's like a SpongeBob-ish kind of thing. It's like, hi,
Bro, what?
I'm Bob. Oh yeah.
Tucker,
I didn't know VeggieTales was doing it.
Tucker, I am writing down the timestamp and putting it on Instagram. Send that to an agency.
Yeah.
47 minutes.
Or it's like the somewhat narrator voice, like, in a world where men don't need women to survive, Disney presents I Don't Need Her Anyway, coming soon to theaters. It's like something like that.
You do that better than me, and I have a deeper voice.
No.
In a world.
Yes, you can do it. That sounds good.
I've never heard you do that.
In a world where I'm eating a biscuit.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Or my very enthusiastic radio voice. Hey, you're listening to 104.7 Heart FM.
I'm running out of biscuits. I can't put...
Wish 107.5.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do my old man voice. I don't know how to use technology. I don't even know how it works.
Does anyone have the timestamp for when I said I'm eating a biscuit out loud so I can send it to my mum?
Yes, we're going to find that.
Tucker, do you think like every person, like every older person just talks like they have like half a
No,
lung?
it's supposed to sound bad.
Oh.
It's supposed to be stereotypical older voice.
I don't know where I put my...
I don't know where the clicker went. It's somewhere.
How do I upload a MySpace to my Facebook?
Oh, yeah. I can also do kind of like a voice like this, like, hey, my name is Alien, I'm from an alien planet. Oh.
That is creepy.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I could do Venom.
Do it. It's like, I'm Venom. I don't know. Oh, yeah. That's good.
I can also be a tea kettle. You can ask her.
That's so weird.
Hey. This is just turning into like a showcase stream. We're all just like, you know, trying to like pitch our talents to like some kind of agency.
Yes.
Hi, Instagram.
Why?
Just
Yeah.
you know these grown tubes.
Wait, what?
You know these like these like 80s toy like you know the grown tubes, like they go like
Growing tubes?
yeah.
Oh, maybe.
They go like
Oh, yeah. Like that. Like a cat. It's like.
I found it again.
Because
Yes.
I sang
Is that how bad my mic is?
Spaghetti.
why is the Loophole Podcast being...
I'm eating a biscuit.
Wait, are you noting down the timestamp of that too?
Yeah.
You just got like your little quill. You're like 147. Just like writing down.
Like I've been telling everyone.
I can't get it down.
Okay. Yeah,
I can find it again.
I've written down the timestamp for like you know your voices. And I guess I'll try
Yes.
to do something with that.
In the world. But
That sounds like what's her strawberry shortcake on some sort of like.
I'm strawberry shortcake and I'm high on crack.
Oh, true.
Hi, I'm
I think I can
Strawberry
talk to
Shortcake.
myself.
Yo. Crypt can do a very wonderful Pikachu voice. And I think it is the closest thing to Pikachu that I've ever heard.
No,
Yes.
don't put me on the spot.
Yes.
I can't because my mouth is like a crumbly now. Pikachu.
Oh gosh.
See how close.
Pikachu.
You could do like cameo. Like people pay you to do that. It's like
Can you read it?
like
Can you wish my 6-year-old brother a happy birthday? But you gotta do a Pikachu. Because I'm paying you to do Pikachu.
Pika, pika, pika. Pika, pika,
Ooh,
pika.
oh gosh.
Ooh, I could do Jigglypuff. I could do.
Oh gosh.
Bulbasaur.
I am a man.
Squirtle.
Oh yeah.
Squirtle.
Squirtle.
This turned into a voice acting stream. I'm sorry, y'all.
I can speak absolute gibberish and it sounds so funny.
Go ahead.
It's like it's Maru Skrofi Smaroka Siaru Smile Smaroka
I'm speaking pure facts.
Man, I could cry. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it's just nonsense. I sometimes do it in the mirror.
So you cry when you hear Tucker's voice, but not when you hear mine.
Well, the table's empty.
No. That was something.
I could do an Ubu voice.
He's just hiding the
I'm just
emotions
coming out and saying
behind
it.
we
the.
call sarcasm, and that sounded like
I'm
something
just-
from the Rugrats.
No,
one,
his
like,
contact lenses are being like Loopy can't see because his contact lenses are just being full of like tears right now. They can't. They're hard to escape. Waterproof contact lenses.
I thought you were gonna be like waterproof eyes.
Waterproof eyes.
I think
Sometimes I just put my eye under a faucet.
In a world, waterproof eyes. That's just
In
it.
the world, waterproof
Yeah.
eyes. You could definitely see
You're-
my Adam's apples doing some fucking weird shit.
It's just like it's like dancing,
I don't have that.
spinning around like a.
no,
Black neck baby.
Someone did a review on one of my reactions. It was like a reaction to Home Free, and it was like, "Oh, this guy has an Adam's apple," and I'm like, "What the?"
What
Why
you
does
think
it
people don't
matter?
have those? You think that they don't happen?
Like, why does that matter? I kind of hate it because like my neck is not really that smooth, and I kind of like when people touch my neck.
That's crazy.
I
So-
don't.
You
I'm
have
not
like
gonna
a family member
have
that
any
just
input
like
into
caresses
this.
your neck, your throat.
No, like not.
You do it, you're
not
like,
actually.
Oh yeah,
No,
I love my Adam's apple.
no one touches my neck, but it's so awkward.
Oh,
Just
see
like,
that?
it's awkward
just
touching your
choking
neck.
yourself.
It's awkward touching your neck, and then
It's
just having
weird.
this
It's like a little bump there, and you're like, it's moving. It has its own life.
I hate how many voices I can do because I.
Can you do like an American accent, just like a
Oh goodness.
like?
Luffy knows how
I love
bad my
America.
American accent is.
Here we go. This is how
I
we
can't
do
do
it.
French accent.
I can do Valley Girl, but that's about it.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Oh my god! What the hell?
That song?
Can we go to Prada? I don't even know fucking American.
Oh my god,
Can we go to Sephora? Oh my god! I can do.
Oh
James
my
Bond.
gosh. I love your hair.
You sounded like a really messed up My Little Pony character,
Yeah.
like Fluttershy. Do you guys know Fluttershy?
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
it's
hi.
This turned into something, man.
I could do Uwu voice, and that's
gosh.
and Lois from Family Guy.
Oh, Lois. I don't know.
Hey,
That's
Lois.
Hi, Lois.
Hey, Lois.
Hi, Lois.
Oh, I just sound like bitch.
I can. It's like
Hakuna means family.
Oh, Stitch. I can't.
Oh,
oh,
oh.
Don't listen. Don't listen. Don't listen. Don't listen.
oh
Don't
gosh,
listen.
Oh gosh.
yo.
I have two
You just
of them.
have
I
like
have
an
two of them.
endless amount of stuffies behind your camera. You just like a huge wall, and you're like, time to take out my stuffy. Just grab some random stuffy. Oh wow, it's pretty small than I expected it to be. I was
I
expecting it
have
to be
way
a
more.
glorious thing.
I have way more. I have way more. I have way more.
You have way more.
Some of them fell down.
You pull out like a briefcase. It's like I got way more.
just get that.
My phone's too low.
It's like I got way more.
You're not trying to
Wait,
rob.
What's
wait,
more?
wait.
I got Minecraft plushies.
You're trying to rob
Oh,
Build a
God.
Bear, and then it's just like a briefcase full of
Build-A-Bear.
stitches.
I've never
When
been
I
to
was-
Build-A-Bear.
I've
When I
never
was
been to
12, I
Build-A-Bear.
robbed a Build-A-Bear. Did you ever go to a
Never been to
Build-A-Bear
Build-A-Bear.
place?
I've
You
never
guys
been
have
to a
them?
Build-A-Bear.
I don't
I've
think
never
had
been
one
to a
at the mall.
Build-A-Bear.
We had
I've
one.
never been to a Build-A-Bear.
we get it.
A
We get it.
Build-A-Bear.
We get it. You,
I've never been to a Build-A-Bear.
we
Build-A-Bear.
we get it.
Hint.
You should get a
Hey,
shirt that says
take me
I've
to
never
a-
been to a Build-A-Bear.
I will
That's
take
to
you
be
to.
really fun.
I will take you to a Build-A-Bear, babe. Okay.
Let's go.
I've never been to one before.
Yo, we should design a shirt that says I've never been to a Build-A-Bear. You just gotta wear it. Just a black shirt that says I've never been to a Build-A-Bear and just walk around with it. That's pretty cool. I'd buy that for like maybe $10.
Why am I getting quoted so much this fucking podcast? I'm eating a biscuit. I've never been to a
mean,
Build-A-Bear.
You did say that like around 10 times, so now it's.
I've
all
never been to a
stuck.
It's just
Build-A-Bear. I've never been to a
nonsensical, that's why
Build-A-Bear.
it's so
I've never
funny.
been to a Build-A-Bear.
I've never been. To
I
a
have
Build-A-Bear.
never been to a Build-A-Bear. I've never been to a Build-A-Bear.
Been.
I've never been to build a bear. I've never
Build.
been to build a bear. I've never been to build a bear.
A bear.
A bear.
I see what you were trying to do.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Anyways. It's just going really quiet. Anyways.
Yes.
Hey, Loophole Podcast.
We should do something.
Oh, Peter.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
I'm Stewie Griffin.
Oh gosh. It's like the monsters under my bed all over again. They're just like at like 12 a.m. You hear them. They're like saying some random crap under the bed. I'm like, oh gosh, they're trying to come after me. I'm like,
you could just hear them from under the bed going.
Yeah, they're doing that. They're like, how? They're just making some random stuff under there.
Just like.
Sometimes I catch them playing poker. It's so annoying. That's the same noise my cat made when he was like licking his butt.
Your cat should not be making that noise.
In about 5 minutes, we're going to be celebrating 10K subscribers all over again. We've just lost an audience already with
How to lose subscribers with Loopie and friends.
Talk about your cat licking its asshole.
Congrats!
My cat fights.
Congrats on 10K. I've been there since 18K.
TMI. Yeah, TMI.
Oh,
It's the Loophole Podcast.
oh yeah.
I mean, it's Tucker's first time, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a lot crazier than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, this was amazing. The only thing about this podcast was I was not able to figure out how to get the chat overlay working, but it's all good.
No worries.
Even when testing, couldn't fix it, so it's all good. But at least we got a sponsor now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I
Do you ever just accidentally hit your bird by accident, Loopy? That must suck. Because your bird is just like
no, I
forget about it.
I don't.
I am very abused from time to time.
What the fuck?
He said imagine hitting your bird from time to time. I am his bird, so.
What a serious topic.
What a serious. Okay, all right. I am not. Okay, I am not O.J. Simpson. We can move on to something else.
Oh, my eyes are watering up so bad. Jelani!
Huh?
Are you joking? Are you joking, or is he like actually in chat?
Jelani!
Oh, Jelani!
Are you fucking joking?
No, I didn't see Jelani in chat. Jelani Muna.
Oh, watery my eyes are.
Oh man. Jelani Muna, welcome to the stream, man. It's a pleasure to see you. We're gonna be seeing you next week, February 12th.
Is it raining?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
raining.
it's raining.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. Come say hi.
Oh, okay. I was the only one applauding. Okay.
There's three of
Yes.
us.
Do you ever just wear that hat outside of your house and people are like, yo, nice Luigi hat?
Friend,
I've actually not.
another hand.
Dang,
You should try to do that sometimes. See what people have to say. Kind of cool.
That is.
You
my
gotta point out.
friend.
You gotta point it out though. You gotta go to like a
Yeah.
Walmart. Say,
Yeah.
yo, buddy, rate my Luigi hat from 0 to.
What?
Drip
Are
or
you
no drip?
embarrassed?
This
Why
is
would I be
some,
embarrassed?
this is something that
Because
I
I'm
would do in
trying to
middle school.
incorporate you into my.
You should try it though. It's like
I'm not done with the
it'd be
kids.
so
Not cool.
awkward. Like
You
just go and say,
are.
hey, like an old lady, can you
What?
please rate my Luigi hat?
No.
Oh. Hey,
From-
son-in-law.
Hello.
Drip to 0 drip.
He said hello.
Hello, mother-in-law.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Mum.
I'm being flamed on my own podcast. All right.
Jesus.
Security.
That definitely picked up. Everyone's laughing.
I've just been flamed by my girl's mother on my own podcast.
Oh yeah.
No. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh my leg.
My leg. Or my
No,
watermelon.
the mic is too loud. That's the problem.
So like,
What is even going on over there?
My mom farted.
Oh, did they do it?
Ah,
No, it did. No, we're still laughing about it.
Now I'm smelling something. Did you shit, Jenny?
You just said, no,
I
I'm
want
smelling
bird so
something.
bad.
That's called having a stroke.
I wouldn't know.
Everyone's like,
Gonna have to head out. You guys are great. Had a good time. Enjoy the show. Thank you so much, Direct Scott. It was a pleasure having you on the chat.
Wait, Loopy, you know French, right? You
Yes,
speak French.
I
Do you
am
ever
French.
do you ever dream in French? Like, do you ever just dream?
No, don't
everything in your mind is
I do.
Oh goodness, that must be so weird. Like,
No,
that must be weird. Like, how can you specifically dream in French?
by living in France.
But you also know English. Like, your English is phenomenal.
Sometimes I dream in
Je parle
both languages.
français.
Sometimes I dream in both languages.
What? That's so. It's like you have a French person speaking to an English
That's
person,
me with
Then
and the
I-
response.
Then I wake up speaking Indonesian.
Okay, that's so weird. Like,
No, I'm just messing.
how is this English person communicating to a French person with two different languages? Like,
Oh man.
that's so weird. That's confusing. I've never heard you speak French before. It's probably like a lower, just like bonjour.
It's actually the opposite.
Is it higher?
My voice,
Bonjour.
no,
It's just like
no, my voice does not go that much higher, but my voice does go a little higher when I speak French, and
It's really cute.
that
You're more like affirmative. Bonjour. Comment ça va?
No, I'm
It's just
not,
more like
I'm not freaking Sonic, bro. Come on.
ça va bien, c'est bon.
You are too slow.
Gotta go fast. Hi, I'm Sonic. Gotta go fast. It's like, or it's like off-brand Spider-Man.
This whole podcast, we've just been trying to pitch every single thing to every single agency, bro.
Oh yeah.
We need to send this specific podcast
Hola,
episode
soy
to it.
Dora.
Oh gosh. I'll have to let Mark Walton know about this. The guy who worked at Disney, who I'm talking to this month.
Rhino, the voice
Oh
actor
yeah.
of Rhino.
That's gonna be I'm so pumped for that.
Oh my god.
Nobody sent in any questions though. Nobody. I mean, I posted it on my
Oh,
Instagram.
man.
7 questions. Like 3 people did. I was expecting so much more.
I was too nervous to personally ask a question to one of my childhood actors.
I gotta stress
Hey,
it. I
Rhino.
gotta say, send your
Yeah.
freaking questions because you know who you're gonna be talking
I was
to.
supposed to be watching that tonight.
Everyone's got to experience it, not just me.
Me and my girl are gonna be watching Bolt tonight.
Oh, it's so good.
It's our 7 months today, so
I was gonna say happy birthday, but that'd just be
Thanks. You're a bit
No.
off.
happy
For both of
happy anniversary.
happy almost 3/4 of a year. Let's go.
When's your birthday then?
Party
Tucker?
in the chat.
'Cause
Tucker,
It
when's
seems
your
like yours is the next one.
My birthday is next month, March 23rd, 2005, at 10 a.m. Maybe around there.
Yours
I
is
knew
like a few days before mine.
Yes.
An entire week.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've got a twin sister. Yes, indeed.
I have a twin brother.
Let's go! Yes. Crazy.
Yes.
Exciting stuff.
Is your sister older than you, or is
A
older?
few minutes. I'm not a few. 1 minute. 1 minute or less. People
Oh,
always
then-
they're like, oh, do you like being younger than your sister? And I'm like, it's just 1 minute. Like 1 minute. That's the max.
My
Right.
my youngest sibling is 8 years older than me.
Okay.
My
My-
oldest sibling, 15 years older. Yeah.
My brother is 17 minutes older than me.
17 minutes.
Dang.
Probably the best 17 minutes of his life. I'm sorry.
Sorry for existing? No.
That's sad.
Yeah.
You should be saying you're welcome to people.
You're welcome.
Is that a brick wall?
That is a brick wall.
That's pretty cool.
It's
Like,
actually not. It's
Is
not
it cold?
cool, actually.
Is it like cold in the winter?
It's a wallpaper.
Oh, it's a wallpaper. Okay, I thought it was real brick.
My
Soon enough,
whole-
we're gonna paint. We're
My-
gonna
My
paint-
whole life, I thought it was
My whole
real
life
brick.
is a lie.
What? Bricks are holograms? What am I gonna do now?
with the white paint, and then we can draw on it. It's a graffiti wall.
How am I gonna live life now knowing that bricks are holograms? Crap.
I've told you before. I've told you it's not real brick.
You never told me that.
I did.
You never
Rip it
told
off the
me
wall. Show me proof. Rip it off. Rip
I
it.
can show you
Rip it.
proof.
Smack it.
Smack.
Take it off the wall.
No, I
Is
can
that-
no, I can definitely see it now. But holy shit, my whole life is a lie now.
Oh wow, that's true. Does it have like little? Oh, it looks so real though.
Bricks are not real, Jelani Muna says.
And it's actually a hollow wall.
That's so weird.
Your brother's
Compared
your brother's gonna be confused now.
You could add some like cool drums. Like you could bang that and like
I wouldn't be surprised if.
He just walks through the door there.
the room is like just. How do I describe it? It's like the police station here in my. It's like everything. They're all white brick walls.
I mean, my walls are white.
I don't think an average white girl has these though.
Are those gnomes? Gnomes?
The gonks.
Gonks.
Gronks.
And then,
Something that.
and
Yeah,
then Pokemon.
Oh,
and then
gosh.
someone else, and then...
Gronk sounds like something that you would call
Gronk!
like
Gronk!
a bump on your head. I got a Gronk
Gonk.
today.
No, a gonk.
Gronk!
A
Gonk.
gonk?
Yeah.
That sounds like something in this, like the sink, or stuck in like the. There's some gonk.
Okay,
Jelani
okay.
Muna.
We should just make up random words and then Tucker just comes up with a random definition for it.
Oh gosh.
What about a blanc? What's a blanc?
A blanc is what you call a specific type of ink splat on a piece of paper. So it's like a circular one, like where the circle is like, it's like, that's what it's called.
Wow.
Okay. What about
Yoinky sploinky.
A yoinky sploinky is something when you get like you know when you have like a handkerchief and you're trying to get something out of your nose, like when you take it out and there's a bit of like something stuck in your nose, like a bit of the Kleenex is in your nose, a bit of it's left out. That's what it's called. Like, oh, I got an oinky sploinky stuck in there. Gotta take it out.
Oh, I got a yoinky splinky stuck in there.
Yoinky sploinky.
What about Schnobel Blob?
Mobile blob.
Schmobel Blob.
That's like either burnt oatmeal or some sort of like brush that you use to clean the back of your head.
Wow.
Schmobel Blob.
Yes.
What about a moron?
Wait, what'd you say?
A moron.
Moron. I don't know. You know, if I had no idea what that meant, I would think that would be some type of ball.
What does it mean then? What does it mean?
What?
What does it mean? What does it mean, Tucker?
I
What does
don't
it
know.
mean?
Oh, we're putting you on the spot now, Tucker.
Because I as a Welsh person, I know the true meaning of what a moron is.
A
I'm-
moron. Let me
I'm-
find this
A
out.
moron.
I know the true
moron.
meaning of moron.
A stupid person, a fool, an oaf, a clown, a dunce. There's a
Nope.
lot of words.
Nope.
Bird brain.
Nope.
Balloon.
Babe. What
Goofball.
is that?
It's a carrot.
Weenie. Yo-yo.
It is a carrot, Tucker.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Stitch up carrot in Welsh.
Moron carrot? Oh, yo, here we go.
I've never
I'm gonna
seen
call
someone
everybody
so
a
excited about
moron.
moron.
Yo,
Just
that's
wait
pretty
until
cool.
you find out what valley is.
Oh, no. Oh, a valley in Welsh? Oh, we shall not get into that.
That's inappropriate, probably.
Yeah, you got that.
Yo,
Or what
I
100 is.
yo, I challenge you, Loopy, to wear your Luigi hat in public for a whole day.
I mean, I've done it before. I just
Oh,
don't.
you have?
I just don't consistently do it. I just wear bandanas now because I have. Like,
Okay.
My hat actually doesn't fit on my head. You can clearly.
Wait, Loopy, I've never heard your French. Can you speak French?
I'm
Here.
not gonna speak French.
Crap. That sucks. I wanted to hear what it sounded like.
I don't like speaking French on the engine.
Mon bébé, tu
Oui.
parles français.
Yeah, but avec toi, not
1, 2,
not
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
not avec le internet. Okay, like when.
What's the? I know the. What's it? Jesus loves me. This I know. It's like the French. It's like. I forget it. What it was. Never mind. I was trying to speak French for a second.
What's 79 in French?
I don't know. I know up to like a few numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm sure it's some these nuts, no, or something.
79. 79. 79.
Yo.
79.
Hey, what's gloves in Spanish?
Gloves in Spanish is probably like. The suspense is killing me.
The suspense is killing me too.
I would fall off my desk just to add a little acting, but I would hurt myself.
Oh.
Do I need to say it?
Okay, I'll just. There you go.
Want this?
Yeah, I was gonna just throw myself back and surprise you. Like, what the heck did McAuley just do? But there's
want this.
What? Wait. Want it?
It was a D's nuts joke. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. The dead air was.
Anyways.
So since Jelani Muna is on the chat right now, I don't know if he's still on the stream right now. You could, say hello again if you are still on the stream. But we are going to be seeing Jelani Muna on February 12th. We are going to be.
Ooh, let's go.
Yes, that's exactly what we're going to be doing, Loopy from the past. 2:30 p.m. Eastern, Saturday 12th. I'm super excited. He is going to be returning as a guest.
Hello.
He used to be a host, but now he's a guest.
I'll take another. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, Loopy, I dare you to do something really weird. Grab your bird like this, grab it, bring it up, and give it a... No, it's something really funny. I thought it was kind of funny. So slowly, just take your hand. No. You gotta do this. Slowly grab it and bring it, and then put it back where it was. After you kiss it. There you go. You grab it, you go. Put it back.
You mean like...
Yeah. Well, you look at the camera like... Yes. That was just would be so funny. It's just like you just
let me recreate that exact moment. Fuck, where's the fuck?
I thought you were gonna throw the fucking thing. It's just like.
Fuck, what?
Yo, the audio quality there. You can make some fire 808s by slapping that on the ground.
No.
Sorry, I love you.
Low cholesterol. Yo, Loopy, I should send you. Wait, yo, Loopy. I know somebody that you should review. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. She doesn't have anything on Spotify, so it makes sense. She hasn't released it yet. She has it YouTube. Oh yeah, it's amazing. Oh, she's so really talented. Lives here in my city.
Oh, is this who you're interviewing?
Yeah, I actually am interviewing her Monday.
I thought you said her name was lives here in the city.
Yeah, no, that's not where she's from. But yeah, I'll send you a link.
It's Anna B, right?
Yeah.
I heard a snippet of her singing because of, you put it on your story.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, she sang the national anthem for a Blue Jays game, and she won a few. You know the guy from America's Got Talent who did all the weird voices, like the Star Wars stuff and the movie effects? Guy with glasses. Let me look it up. I'll send you a picture.
Was this when Howard Stern was still on the show, or
Hold up. Oh crap, where is it? Here he is. Come on, hurry up. Here it is. This guy. He was hosting a talent show in my city because he's from here, and he.
I know.
Recognize him?
I think I heard about him.
Yeah, he. Yeah. Anyway, he was hosting a talent show, and Anna B won it. She's really good. She hasn't even released anything, but you should review one of her original songs. I think you'd have a lot to say.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I have a tiny bit of a list, I think, but
yeah,
I'll find a way to fit it somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know what my content is anymore. So.
Meme review channel.
But like meme review.
No, what you should do is you review random objects in your house and you call it like.
Oh, we've done that. We've done that in an episode before. We've just been like, "Yo, like, what's your opinion on this pizza cutter?" Just...
Gosh.
Yes, I've just used it tonight to eat pizza.
Or make up your own character.
Mini beanie.
Make up your own character and make a whole series. Like I had a buddy of mine, my buddy named Ben, and I'm like, yo, you should make a channel called Peasant Ben. When you dress up like a peasant, you go around in the city and you just do weird stuff. You call it Peasant Ben. Okay. Your favorite peasant.
She's done her own character. Yeah, I was gonna talk about it.
Oh,
she's done her own character. I don't think anything is like.
Yeah. That's cool. Jumping around.
The
Dust Bunny.
Yeah. I mean, I would show a design that I did of him, but you know.
Yes.
It's
whoa,
confidential for now, but yeah.
Yeah, it's him. I'm currently making a comic of him. So
let's go. Does he have a name?
Yeah, his name is Floof the Dust Bunny.
Floof the Dust Bunny.
Yeah, because you know, like little pieces of dust that hang around. You know, he's like that little ball of fluff, and they call him dust bunnies. But I have not made him look like a bunny on purpose because you know when you pick them up and they have like little things attached to them just hanging. That's that. And then when he turns around, he has like a bunny tail.
Well, that's really cool. It's like an extension, like more fluff.
Yeah.
What's happening to the mic right now?
Can your bird sing?
You do not want to hear my bird sing.
It's like bird ASMR.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, that's awesome. Yo, you should send me like a sample of your bird, like making a screech, and I can like somehow incorporate into a beat. I love taking weird crap and making it sound good.
Do that. So you're gonna be the first person that's gonna be like, you know, included in a Loophole Podcast YouTube channel video.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Like
we have a, you know, a complimentary YouTube channel for all things Loophole Podcast. It used to be something else. That's why it has the subscribers it has now. But yeah, you're gonna be the first person included. But I think that's gonna be about it for today's episode.
Yeah, no worries.
We sort of went in like, you know, the right things. Maybe like one last question to ask to you. Maybe like one last question to ask, but you see the podcast right now. All right?
Yeah.
You've been here. You've experienced it, seen it, heard it, maybe. From a podcast host from a different world to another, what would you recommend for this podcast to
I shall be right back.
really reach its full potential? And how and how would you rate your experience here?
That's a good question. From my experience with the podcast, I kind of like change how I talk and how I speak to be more like calming and like, you know, hey, welcome to, you know, another episode of McAuley Tucker Show. I'm your host, McAuley. And just kind of like more calm. And I'm not sure if that's what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to have like a more like calm conversation, you know, just kind of bouncing off questions. You said your podcast is an interviewing podcast. Would you say it's just like a casual conversation kind of?
Well, you know, as I've told you prior to streaming, it's this podcast has a very nice little blessing to it, in which we call winging it. And whatever happens in that episode, we put all of that energy from that episode and we leave it, you know, on the set right here, and then we move on to something else. And it's, you know, even if we were interviewing people, I guess it would be, you know, just a conversation between homies, you know, chopping it up, talking about serious topics, as if there was no camera there, you know, to begin with. You know, as if this was not going on air. I bet we would be having the same level of conversation if we didn't stream any of this. And that's why podcasts are great. That's what makes a podcast great, is that, all the things that you share with the people you are close with, you could immortalize it with something as great as a podcast. And I think that's what makes this podcast to me great. Like that's why like this podcast means a lot to me. And like I I personally cannot afford to like let it go, especially in like a situation where none of my co-hosts are available.
Yeah, I feel like for you it's I'm not sure what I could say, because you for your show you acquire not only yourself present, but you require other people, which for me is something that I haven't dealt with. I haven't dealt with that struggle.
Yeah.
I think it's rather neat. I just haven't dealt with it or have considered it. So that's like a whole other little thing there. Like, wow, you have to rely on other people to be there with you.
Well,
So,
I mean, sometimes I've, been facing like the thing where, I've had to do episodes by myself, but it's not as fun because honestly, people like podcasts where, there's a lot of movement in it. A lot of movement is included, where, whatever inside jokes we come up with on the whole series, or just the conversations we have, the funny things we share, especially what happened today with like, everything, all the tangents we've been going on, all of this will be highlighted. And I think that's what makes, the podcast great as well.
Yeah.
And if I was just by myself, this would not really be a podcast. It would be more of like a diary. And I don't want to turn my podcast into a diary per se. I'd want to turn my podcast into not only something that like not only the center of, like the source for all like viewers and fans to like look into their favorite public figure, but something just, ambient. Like, you don't have to be like present in the moment, but as long as you have it like in the background somewhere, listening to it, subconsciously, or even if you're distracted by something else, but that is still in the background, it's still some like ambient sound. It's almost like we're bringing the viewers, onto the table with us, and sort of like giving people a new experience that maybe they hadn't experienced with other podcasts.
Right.
And I think the most important thing like of a podcast is that you have to have this ambient feeling, like as if you are in the house with them.
Yeah, I feel like you got that all nailed down. Like, you've got all that nailed down. I don't think there's anything really to change. Like, if you just got to have like, what's the purpose? What do I want people to get from this? Like, for me, more it's just like I'm sitting here talking with this person. Hey, like talking with my guests, talking with these people, and just like I'm asking questions on behalf of everybody else. Like, I know the person's like sitting on like an airplane flight beside somebody, just kind of having a conversation back and forth. And I tell the people in the guests, for this podcast, I'm hoping that somebody can learn something from this. That's why I get guests who are in the arts. So either the internet, music, things like that. Even if you don't even know, like Anna B, nobody would know who she is. She's just a local person here, but she's done things like sang the national anthem at a Blue Jays game. Like, that's pretty big, She's got a super talented voice. You got people like Voice Over Pete, they do all that. It's just like they could potentially share some information to somebody that could encourage them. I mean, so that's kind of like what I think.
The guest range for this podcast is we've had someone on ranging from, I'd say, 50 subscribers to 300,000 subscribers. And obviously, we've had, big people come on, especially like, iconic memes. Like, we're going to come up on 1 year of having Joven, the Disco Time guy, on the podcast, which I thought was like, one of the funniest things ever. I still keep in touch with him. He's a really cool guy, but he's been very busy lately, which is why you don't like see much from him. But there's that. There's also We Scheme. There was also like Nampson and other people. Like these are people that I've worked with even outside of the podcast, and I think that I don't know. It's always great sharing something with other people, especially
Mhm.
even if they come out of completely nowhere. But
Yeah.
yeah, my issue, and I've mentioned this in multiple episodes, ever since this incident. Well, not incident, but more of like this terrible issue right now. Is I need a team. I need a
Hmm.
team. I need a team of people that share the same work ethic as I do,
Yeah.
and um, people that I can guarantee at least show up to the podcast and chop it up,
Mhm.
as friends, and like not turn it into like a chore or a job, but more just in like an enjoyable environment, like something that I've learned from having, for example, Jelani Muna as a host is that we've managed to turn this space into something more therapeutic.
Mhm.
Because sometimes I'll do an episode, I won't be feeling my best, and I'll be like, "Yo, thanks guys, like I really needed this." Like,
Mhm.
and I think that's what makes this podcast, like my Loophole Podcast, something very special to me.
Mhm.
And I feel like I've lost that ever since none I have none of my co-hosts active anymore.
Mhm.
Lyrics just hasn't shown up for a lot of the episodes, and it's all good.
Right.
Excuse me, it's all
Yeah.
good. He's a very busy guy. I'm barely ever able to communicate with the guy. And Chris, we know what's going on with him, but I can't say anything on the matter
Mhm.
because I'm being respectful. But
Mhm.
I'll be right back. There's stuff going on.
okay,
Mhm.
so yeah, that's my
Yeah, so
situation right
definitely a
now.
boat that is specific for you, being how you treat your show. Um, as I said before, it's something that I can't really relate with, and which is why I'm not really sure what I could say. But overall, it was definitely being that how
Yeah,
you treat your show.
yeah,
It was definitely a vibe for
yeah.
sure.
And the thing is, though, like I can't like search for random people that I don't know about. Like I have to be connected with the person that I talk to in some kind of way possible, and all of the people in which
Hmm.
I see something special in them. And
Hmm.
it's very rare that I go ahead and ask people like, "Yo, do you want to be part of my
Yeah.
podcast, as a host?" Like Jelani
Hmm.
Muna, for example. And I hate to use him as an example because he's gonna probably
Right.
feel bad about this, but um like Jelani Muna, it took a lot out of me to ask him, like, "Yo, like, would you like to, go like, sort of like bring him under my wing and
Hmm.
not like show him the way because there isn't really any way, but I mean like, uh
Right.
show him like a new way to express yourself in some kind of way, which is why I can't have someone random that I don't know on my podcast. I have to be connected with them in some kind of way possible. And
Right.
saying
Yeah.
no
No.
saying no is something very difficult to do. Oh gosh. Oh man.
Right.
So
Yeah. No.
yeah,
It's crazy. Yeah. I feel bad like spot to be in because you have to rely on other people, and you have to find somebody who's genuinely interested in doing the show. Um, yeah, and finding time to do it with them. And for me, it's something that like it's I have a job, I have school, and all that. Like it's hard to even run a podcast on my own. Like I have to figure out like
yeah,
when they happen.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Something I noticed with your show is that like there's not really like a very consistent schedule as
yeah.
much as
It's tried to like monthly right now. It's kind of like well, I think since I've been trying to do an interview monthly. I did one in January, February. I did one with Corey. Did I do one in February? Yeah, it's kind of like a month thing now.
yeah.
Monthly, 2 monthly, maybe once monthly. Doing one with Anna B this month, and hoping that I do one with Rhino. Like I'm gonna do some deep diving stuff with that.
Yeah, but like,
Um,
is there ways like, because I know that certain jobs like they actually let you, and they don't actually cut your pay or anything, but like
some jobs like actually let you like have one day free, every single week.
Yeah,
I know
mine is
that.
Sunday. Mine's Sunday because I have Sunday off for church and just kind of like because at least like something that I found just like in the word it talks about Sunday day of rest, like just
Yeah.
not really supposed to do anything. So that's why I kind of like
Yeah.
I take it off because my family, we just like we're not gonna be like doing that. So like, guys, Sunday we're gonna go like we're gonna fix up our house. We're gonna get all like fixing it up. Like it's just a day to rest. So that's why I have it off from work. Aside from that, like I take it off some like Wednesday nights. I've got youth group. Been doing that since I was 11 years old. Every Wednesday, going to the youth group with everybody, and I have classes, and most of them go till 3:15. Some of them 4:30. So I'm like, it's like and so I kind of like I work around that. Saturdays are a day to stay here at home. Sometimes I work, sometimes I don't. It's just kind of like my weeks are packed. They're like packed with fun stuff and some not fun stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man. And like it's difficult for someone that does a lot to keep the same balance. And to be honest, myself, I don't even know how I do it.
Yeah.
Like if like everybody should know, really, like I have so many responsibilities. It's crazy. Like it's difficult to be responsible of absolutely everything that you get going on. Like my music, I'm easily able to control it, and I think it's like the easiest thing to control because you can take your time with certain releases. Podcast demands a lot of consistency.
Oh yeah.
And especially with like searching for hosts, man. Every single person I've reached out to has unfortunately said no. And every single person that has been interested in the podcast, I didn't think they really have the like what I'm looking for. It's not like against the people, really. It's just more of like I'm not like it's hard. It's a difficult choice. And there's things that I see in a few people. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, like I feel like you gotta continue finding somebody, but sometimes the sad news is like if you can't find somebody, it might just be that the podcast, even though you've had a vision for it, it's best that you just do it by yourself or like somebody like I don't know your girlfriend.
I can hear the podcast in another room. Hello, family.
All right, so yeah, it's kind of like what I like.
Hi. You're right. Sorry.
Sometimes you got to face the music. It's like, well, I've found every way possible. For me, it's kind of like I want to finish a book, but I want to finish writing a book, and I have to face the music. I'm not going to finish writing this book.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep searching. There's certain like people in which I know it would like make sense for me to have them on, but the whole time I've had this podcast going, we've not kept like a consistent crew, because I've had to fire one. One resigned. One isn't as active as I wish they were. Hey, what's up, Fudge? Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. But
hi, Dad.
Hello, father-in-law. But it's man, I need a team. That's the thing. I need a team. I need people who share the same work ethic as I do, and I'm gonna keep searching. I think one is interested that I've asked, but I'm gonna have to talk with this person later, so that gives me some kind of hope. But man, we'll see.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. I think this seems like a good time to end. Don't know about you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on. definitely love what you got going on. The whole music stuff, or your show. You're definitely killing it out there, and I'd say you're doing a lot better than I was doing when I first started out. And I think if you keep going at the rate you're going, I bet you could even surpass me.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's just really for fun, you know?
Yeah.
And I work right now. It's just kind of like working on how I just have a paper taped there.
Your mic just cut.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just talking about. Do you hear me still?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
no, I was just saying. I have like a thing taped here on my wall for like promoting and how I should promote stuff.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to practice, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, definitely love what you got going on. You first knew me when, I didn't have, what I have now. Right.
Right.
There was definitely something special that I had, but it's definitely evolved to something great. And I think you've seen the evolution, and I've seen your evolution as well. We've all respectfully been on our own like little grinds. So keep doing your thing, man.
I appreciate it.
We're going to be ending the Loophole podcast. I hope everybody had a wonderful time. Did y'all have fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Too.
Most of it was just voice acting.
And that was a lot of fun. I've actually written down some timestamps finally, so I'll have to, shake myself and be like, "Yo, screen record it."
I can do that.
Okay, social media manager Crypt can take care of that. Yeah, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the Loophole Podcast. I've been your host, Loopie. It's been social media manager Crypt, special guest McAuley Tucker. Bless up and stay.
Are we gonna?
Oh, what's up?
Oh, yep. I was about to say, are we gonna say things to like sign off?
Yeah, I was getting onto that. Patience. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bless up and stay hype.
Be happy and peace.
Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you guys so much. Fuck Lady Gaga and penis.